Liam got a haircut.
Did he? 'Cause he's about to get a hair. He's about to get a hair nut. I'm a bust on it. On
his hair. Style it. Use it to style it.
I'm gonna cream it up.
That's cool.
She's all that style Mary. Or something. Yeah, something about Mary.
I got some new products.
I couldn't think about it.
That'd be cool. She's all that. She's all that's like a teen movie. It'd be cool. That kind of stuff happened in movies that like
she's all
13-year-olds went and saw at the mall.
She's all nut, and she's just
30-year-old like men in their 30s just nutting at each other's hair.
She's like a wad of nut.
Oh, nice.
Trying to be a human form.
There's something about Mary. That's the nut. There's something about Mary's the nut. Citizen Kane.
Hey, welcome, William. Welcome to the fucking podcast. That was a conversation we had about 2 sentences ago. You think?
I already had a conversation with fucking Adam.
Yeah.
What was it about? Your haircut? Your haircut? Did anyone of you say hair nut? No, you didn't. So let's get this podcast. Now that the talent's here, let's get this podcast going.
He was showing off his Bud Light Milkiadas.
Let me see that. Let me see it.
Clamato.
Oh, he's actually showing a Bud Light. I thought that was a euphemism for his butthole. Adam, let me see that butthole.
You say clamato, I say clamato.
Ryan,
let me see that chlamydia butthole.
What if it was a nut light?
Let me see that chlamydia nut light, baby. He's just sipping cum. It's watered down cum. All right, let's get this party. Talent's here. Let's get this party going. What's going on? What are we talking about? What movie did we watch?
Well, we watched a delightful animated film called Coonskin from 1975, directed by Ralph Bakshi. And
a white guy?
A Jew. So
so he's basically black.
But hey, here's the thing. Most blaxploitation movies were made by white guys, okay? It's like Django Unchained. You need one German guy or whatever to teach them.
One guy that's committed a Holocaust.
It wouldn't be exploitation if it was.
If they were taking care of themselves.
Inclusive.
That's a good point. That's
why it wouldn't. The word wouldn't make sense. If
now they have like social messages and stuff. It's like, oh, you don't need any of that shit. You just got a fucking German guy to make it. This movie, everyone.
This movie had plenty of social. Right? It was all a metaphor.
Yeah, this guy can hang.
This movie's woke. Let's be honest. That's the one thing holding it back.
From 1975, it was woke way ahead of its time.
So what happened? This movie is, I'll say one thing, one caveat. The first blaxploitation movie, Sweet Sweetback's Badass Song, is written and directed and produced by a black guy, Melvin Van Peebles, Mario Van Peebles' dad. So there was the first guy to do it was actually doing it, and then all the white guys made their fucking exploitation.
They ripped
movies.
Him off the like socially conscious.
Well, Shaft and like Superfly,
appropriated exploitation.
They're all directed by white guys, like old men studio hacks who kind of like are over the hill, like jobbers, you know.
I bet Melvin Van Peebles thought that was charming, that a bunch of white men just ripped off his movie and made a lot of money from it and stuff.
More money than he made. That's like, so the guy that created Minecraft, the guy that coded it, created the game Minecraft.
Yeah.
You know, he was a millionaire. Then one of the Twitch streamers of Minecraft makes like 175% more money playing the game he created. So he bought the house he bought the bigger house next to the guy that created Minecraft. So could you imagine creating something and then somebody plays it and gets more money just playing that?
What a loser.
It's all part of the game. I mean, that's basketball for you.
Huh?
You know, that's the whole history of basketball.
He made a lot of money, but then LeBron James bought a big house next to him.
He bought a house next.
You're
talking about Mr. NBA?
So this movie is, the director's Jewish, you know, but the cast is all black and the cast is great. So you got guys like Barry White, Scavin Crothers, Philip Michael Thomas is the lead. He's Rabbit. He's the guy from Miami Vice.
Tubbs?
Yeah, I guess if that's his name. It's not cool. Don Johnson. So
that was the Shining guy, though?
The Shining guy is also in the intro. Yeah,
he's the one telling the story, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one singing the great theme song, which is maybe the best theme song I've ever heard.
That was a solid cold intro to a movie. Yeah,
basically goes, I'm an N-word man. That's the general
every other word, but not
the
every other you think I'm talking about.
I'm an N-word man.
Don't say man.
And well,
don't say the man part.
I watched this movie a bunch, and I always thought like, oh, this is like an old timey like song. This is like something like Lead Belly would sing, or like one of those old like turn of the century guys would sing on the first like vinyl recording ever. But it turns out I was watching the credits this time, and that's a new song written by the director of the movie, Ralph Bakshi. So white guy,
that's cool.
So a white guy wrote that song, but Scatman Crothers gives it life.
Yes.
Well, yeah. A white man couldn't sing it.
He really must be Ralph must really have been accepted into the culture if he was able to present this to Scatman Crothers and like.
Yeah, it seemed more like a New York movie. I mean, it was obviously a black movie, but it seemed more like a lot of the nuances I didn't feel like I understood, or there's a lot of references I didn't get that seemed like big city life and also cultural differences I've never experienced. But
it's also like from the New York of the dirty New York.
75.
Okay, Adam. It's called Harlem.
Yeah, New York for bad boys.
Yeah, Adam.
Jesus
what?
Christ!
I thought it was like the Times Square, the Deuce area. I feel like I saw footage of that, but no, it was just that.
No, not even close to that. It's like 100
neighborhood, as far as I understand.
It was just before America got great, and then
right.
So it all takes place in Harlem. It's like 3 country animals go to Harlem, and there's like a fox, a bear, a rabbit, and it's basically.
I really didn't like how you just said that, though.
It's a riff on Song of the South. It's like a remake.
3 country animals. I know you're being literal, but the way you articulated that was. I don't know if it's the new haircut.
Yeah,
Thugs?
it's kind of a
for the listeners. William's got a extremely neo-Nazi haircut right now. He's got shaved up the sides. It's like Guile from Street Fighter, but half an inch length.
Yeah,
he's got a buzz. William shaved his head to a buzz.
He looks good, honestly.
So my barber is I figured out I go to Floyd's because I live in the Valley, and
it's basic.
I found the perfect stylist at Floyd's.
George Floyd's.
He just puts his knee on my neck.
Yeah,
with a razor on it.
This is gonna be so fucked up. But
look, Adam's the racist one. Okay,
the collar's a little tight.
I'm the one who thought Harlem was the dirty part.
Look, this is a movie about
they strap the collar a little too tight at Floyd's.
Yeah, a little bit.
You want a massage? No, God, no.
I love you, Mom.
It would be nice if
that's fucked up. No, that's fucked up. I ain't trying to go that route on this episode.
Ryan.
It'd be nice if Officer Chauvin.
I ain't trying to go as fucked up as William's haircut looks right now. I ain't trying to go that fucked up.
It'd be funny if Officer Chauvin pulled out a mirror and just was like, "Is that good in the back?"
He goes, "No, call my mom. She knows exactly how I like my haircut."
My God.
So it's a retelling of Song of the South, which is a wonderful Disney movie that for some reason you can't watch anymore on Disney Plus, but it's available on archive.org. Someone did a beautiful 35 millimeter scan of Song of the South. And so you can watch it in HD now. And it's like
the Lord's work.
I was watching a little bit of it today, and there's a lot of Uncle Remus in that movie, and he is so boring. I mean, him and the little white kid talking to him and telling him the stories. That's something that's interesting that they changed in this one, is that like a country preacher, like he's doing with like a little kid at the beginning, but then also two black guys in prison are telling the story.
Yeah.
Scatman Crothers
some shitty kid.
Yeah. Not some shitty rich kid. He's like, Uncle Remus is like, the sharecropper who lives on the.
He's like the happy slave. And he's talking to his master's kids or whatever, right? Isn't that what it is?
Well, it's
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
It's
Song of
post-slavery.
the South is like the movie, yeah, like the pro-slavery movie that Disney made.
Oh, I've
It's
never
not
seen
slavery.
that.
Not
It's not
slavery, but
slavery.
it's like but it's based on the stories he tells are old stories that existed before that.
Yeah,
And
they're called Uncle Remus.
Oh, they are.
Uncle
I got
Remus
told those
tales.
stories when I was a kid,
Yeah, they're just Uncle Remus tales.
like the
It's like-
Tar Baby. I remember
The
my
Tar-
mom telling me the Tar Baby story, which seems a little weird
Why?
now. It has to be a racist
There's
thing.
there was a
Has to
very
be
good.
racist.
Yeah, it's definitely has to be
A
racist.
baby
You're from
covered in
Florida, right?
tar. It's like and in the pictures in the book, yeah, that too. But the picture in the book I
just,
remember was like
just
you know,
that.
it's like a black. It's like the black old black like
It's
caricature.
like it looks like the black
like the big
Pokemon.
big red lips, really.
You know that
black
one I'm talking
skin.
about?
Or like any character in this movie. Who did the animate? Let's get to who did the
Well, it's
animation
based
of
on
this
that
movie.
that stuff. Ralph Bakshi, the Jewish guy.
So
The
they're
cool
doing
Jewish
it's
guy.
they're basically doing the first black remake of a Disney cartoon. And this is something a lot of exploitation movies would do. There's like porn movies do this, and race remixes do this, where they take like an old Disney movie, a fairy tale. There's a porn I used to like when I was a kid called Cinderella 2. That would be on HBO. It's not like a porn, but it's like,
Yeah, like a
well, actually, it
softcore.
is a porn. It has a hardcore
Cinderella
version.
2, The Reckoning.
And,
shoe. Oh, I'll make this shoe fit.
The prince is looking for the pussy that fits his dick.
Oh, that's cool.
Cinderella 2, I don't care what size used feet is. I'm going to sniff them.
I feel like
Cinderella 3.
that's
He
actually like
fucks-
the metaphor.
He fucks like 12 girls in a room.
It feels like
Yes.
that's probably what
Y'all
the
ain't
real
gonna
story
help
was.
me with these titles?
Say it
You
again.
did. You're doing your thing. I don't know what you want me to do. Like jump in.
Yeah.
I missed what you were saying. I was thinking about how
Cinderella 2.
okay.
And he sniffed these feet. I don't know. Like the fuck, you guys are genuinely talking about a porn. I'm trying to do goofs here.
Or I was thinking like the dick, you're trying to find the pussy that fits because you have a weird dick. The prince has a weird dick.
Curved.
So he's like, I gotta find a
there we
weird
go.
pussy.
I got to
No.
get that athlete's pussy.
But it's
Probably
not
had a
even
big
like
dick.
that's
I
like
got athlete's foot. I got to get that
Not big.
athlete's.
not big, weird, specifically. There's a weird curve that very rare. It doesn't work with most pussies. But I think that it seems like Cinderella is like a metaphor because like those old stories, a lot of them are like metaphors for real things or whatever,
Mhm.
as far as I understand. So
It's like a micro penis one.
yeah, Cinderella is like a metaphor for a micro penis guy.
Is that
looking
why
for
you,
his
William?
love.
William, is that why you didn't want to jump in on this bit? Because as somebody with a micro penis, or I don't want to say you have a micro penis, but a weird dick.
I don't have a micro penis. I have a micro
But
asshole.
at least,
I
no,
have a
my
tiny-
God, you are.
I have
But
a
then why is
tiny
that? Why you're
butthole.
such a
Maybe you really
is
turn
that
it
why
on
you're
now.
such a macro asshole?
Mm.
Okay, let's get to the movie. I told you, William, I'm coming for William. I'm on one
Yeah,
today.
this is
We're recording.
awesome.
It's 9:30 for me.
Look, Ryan, I need you to calm down and behave. Okay, we're having a serious discussion on Coonskin.
About
Okay, and the original title was actually going to be Coonskin No More. Now, this is a beautiful, fun, edgy movie, and they don't make them like this anymore. And Ralph Bakshi is the only guy who really ever made them like this. You know, like I was recently watching Steven Spielberg's 1941, which is a very wacky movie. It kind of feels like Mad Magazine. You can tell like they want to push it, make it edgy, and make it like National Lampoons, but they don't go that far. And like Coonskin actually goes as far as like National Lampoon did, which is pretty far, which basically means like using the N-word constantly and
That's pretty
using
far.
every like stereotype possible for every character. So there are three cool rabbit guys. They go to New York, okay, and then like they meet a preacher. The preacher's like hustling people and stealing their money. He's black and he's promising he's going to kill whites. And then like it turns out the mafia is like controlling him, and then the mafia guy ends up being
the
really
American mafia.
The American Mafia that they call
They
them. Yes.
specify the American Mafia.
Damn.
And it's like a dirty Italian guy who has like boils and like sores and like gross.
Like a character from Dune. This dude looks like a wormy guy. Like the most offensive character drawn in this movie is definitely the Italian guy.
And then all his kids are gay for some reason, which is very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
But he
like a
doesn't care.
tuber. This guy is like shaped like a tuber that you pull from the earth.
There
But
is
he
one.
loves his gay sons still.
His
Not
gay
so bad.
sons. In the first
No, he
scene
doesn't.
that we see his gay sons, they're literally having sex with each other in a garbage can. And it's like bouncing around and like going, oh,
It's like
oh. Two guys dressed like women.
It's a
An
sensitive
anime.
portrayal.
But that animation is because you don't know who's in it. I mean, you hear voices and stuff, but the animation is like two raccoons fighting, or two cats or two rats fighting in a trash can. That's just like a simple animation. And then it pops out and it's just two people fucking. Like, how? The dexterity.
You keep saying Dexter.
I mean, it was
Word of the
obviously they
day.
were having
Just learn-
sex.
okay.
The noises they were making.
It could have been anything, William.
Could have been trash. It could have just been some New York trash. You know how noisy that New York trash gets?
This movie does a cool thing where it uses live action, like Roger Rabbit, kind of like it starts off with, well, I guess Song of the South did it, but like it has like live action beginning. And then when it turns animated, they use live action backgrounds. And these photos they're taking are so shitty and blurry and just look like the most disgusting kind of like photography.
Like dark. Like
it's dark, blurry.
Not lit. But I was actually thinking like it's like
It makes it grittier though.
Yeah, totally. But but I was actually, because Song of the South, it's like, and like Mary Poppins, like the Disney version of that is like real people on animated backgrounds. But this is animated people on real backgrounds.
Well, they do that in Song of the South a little bit.
Okay. Never mind.
I'm just saying, Song of the South is a big, they studied it. You can tell.
So that movie was like, people were like, this is fucked up back then.
People thought, oh yeah. Cause like this is after the anti-war movement, the protesting just came for everything, and every group was protesting everything. So
And
Song of the
this came
South,
out in, this was 75 when this came out. Oh, you're talking about something different.
well, Song of the South was protested, and then this movie was protested. There was a group called CORE, and I forget
Who
what
was
they stand
that?
for.
Are they white people?
It's like,
No, they're
it's
black
like a group
people.
of people who used to love to do planks a lot and crunches, and just had amazing abs.
And
They
they're called what?
protested core.
Well, I've seen them, playing basketball. They got
Very
great
strong
abs.
cores. Yeah.
That's where CrossFit evolved from.
Yeah. The protesters of this movie.
Mm-hmm. And
They're
it
the
started. It was a big old tank tire that they started flipping. They took down the tank as core,
Yeah.
and then it slowly evolved into they just flipped that sucker over, and that's where we get CrossFit. Or am I? I mean, go on. I'm not. I don't. You.
I think you're right.
But yeah, back then, before CrossFit, they were called the Congress of Racial Equality.
Oh, yeah.
And they did not like this movie. And so this movie was produced by the Al Ruddy, producer of The Godfather. He produced a lot of shitty movies besides The Godfather. That's like the one good one.
That
he
makes
produced.
sense with the mafia. All the mafia scenes were
And-
very good. So that makes sense.
Yeah. You like
Mafia
this?
movies were huge after The Godfather. For the next,
But I mean,
ever since.
specifically, like the mafia scenes in this movie were like.
Was
It makes sense that the guy that produced The Godfather produced this.
yeah, he knows
Yeah.
inside stuff. But wait, is The Godfather the first kind of movie like that?
started to boom. It's
No,
not the
actually,
first, but
it was the Godson. It started with the Godson, but then he was too young to like make a movie because he was a kid. He was a son.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So by the time he could make the movie, write the books, write the script,
well,
he was a
Ryan, if
father.
you knew your
Mhm.
film history, you would know there was a silent film known as The God Baby.
I don't know my history. You're the movie guy, and
The
I
God
heard
baby.
and honestly, this is why I stand with pro-life, because if abortion is accessible, we would have never had the God baby, which led to the Godfather.
Well, there was
the
actually
Mafia.
a
Abortion
novel.
caused free access to abortion caused the Mafia.
And this is why I mean, no, it wouldn't have caught. It would have.
Look, Ryan, we all know Joseph von Sternberg started the gangster boom with his film Underworld, which predates even Scarface.
You talking about
And having-
Waterworld?
And having a building lit up that says the world is yours. Or no, it says the city is yours.
Oh, you're thinking of Nas.
But I digress.
Illmatic. You're thinking of the album Illmatic by Nas.
No, you're thinking of that
Whose
part in
world is
Waterworld
this? The
thinking
world
about
is
that part
yours.
in
The world is
Waterworld where-
yours.
where Kevin
Whose
Costner has a
world-
big sign on the back behind him that says the water world is yours.
Yeah, and Adam, you're thinking of Nas's follow-up to Illmatic, H2O-matic, and he goes, "Whose world is this? The world is water. The world is water.
You're right.
Water world." That was the credit song to Water World.
Like The
I love that
Godfather,
Nas mentioned.
this movie also has a corrupt cop who is he's on the pay from the mafia, taking.
Who William so proudly compared himself to.
I love that character. He wakes up and he shoots a rat.
Oh yeah, shoots
And then
two
he
rats.
And then also he drives around and he sees a bunch of black women and then he points his gun at them, making faces, and they all get scared and running away.
Real black woman. That's like real
Yeah.
footage of a cartoon does
It's
that.
a cartoon
Yeah,
does that.
no, it was a real
Cover
cool.
footage.
Yeah, it was a real Cool World situation. Where
This
it
guy
was
directed
like,
Cool World. He is the Cool World master.
are you serious?
Yeah, this is his movie.
This is like
Oh,
this is
well,
like
that
he's like the
makes
only guy that does this
sense.
stuff. I feel like.
No, but why is Cool World so bad?
Cool World.
yeah.
So on the day of shooting Cool World, he was handed a new screenplay from the producer who said, "This is the new script." And he was like, "What the fuck? This sucks. Like, I didn't write
Okay,
this."
that's an answer.
And
That's
so
an
then he
answer.
He just said, "Fuck this." And then he said he let the animators do
Here's Cool
whatever they
World.
wanted. Do whatever you want. I don't
Here's
care.
Brad Pitt. We do just fucking do it.
That's
It's
pretty
Okay,
cool.
that's
I
a
think.
really good
It's-
answer. See, that's an answer that I can attach to.
It's pretty half-assed movie. But there's a few cool moments with the animation that I like.
You this is like a big guy for you, William.
A big what?
A big
Well,
guy.
growing up, Ralph Bakshi was
drawer.
the only. He was the adult animator auteur. You know, he's the.
I mean, he was doing this at 75 is pretty wild.
He had Fritz the Cat. His first movie was a big hit.
Okay.
Lord of the
all right.
Rings. He did the first
Wait.
Lord of the Rings adaptation, the animated
Hobbit?
one. He did not direct The Hobbit.
Or I mean, The Sword and the Stone. No, that's sorry.
A really good movie of
I'm
his he made
sorry.
after this is Hey
okay,
Good
Ryan.
Looking, which is an Italian coming of age movie set in New York City. That movie's awesome. Oh, I think Coney Island actually.
So he's like a New York guy. That's what I was saying at the beginning.
Oh,
This
yeah.
movie felt so New York, and it was really cool to see it like back then on film.
There's a great
Mhm.
scene where
It's always fun.
they give a cop LSD and
Yeah.
he gets really
Oh,
high,
they
and then
trick- yeah.
they paint his face black and they make him dress like a black mammy and they put watermelon in his boobs.
Well, the
And
new like he was clearly gay, right?
Say that again.
They put watermelon in his boobs.
Because he's a
His tits
racist
are
cop.
watermelon.
Yeah,
And he
he's
ends
a
up running
racist
around
cop.
naked outside and
He freaks
He's a
out.
closeted.
They
He's a
inject him with
closeted.
LSD.
Yeah, no, that's
Well, they-
heroin. You dinguses.
Oh, they give him LSD.
they give him
They
acid
meant-
in a
they-
sugar cube.
They mentioned that
This
it's
is the cop that's-
there's a heroin problem, and this cop is deserved it.
There's
There's
a really
I
funny
don't
It's like
know.
on
scene.
the tail of the rabbit and the bear.
He's a
and the fox.
closeted. He's super closeted. Or am I wrong? I
Well, he
literally
just
put this
slaps a
down
gay
at-
man he punches a gay man in the face and says, "Don't you ever hit on me."
Yeah, but then he like grabs him and pulls him close. Like he's very closeted.
You're reading
And
a
I
lot
think
of performance
All
of this.
cops are gay, let's
cartoon.
be honest. That's why they're
Yes.
cops.
Everybody's gay and nobody's happy. That's just life.
They like the uniforms. They just feel cute. in
Totally,
the
Ryan.
uniforms. You say this a lot, actually.
I say it. I didn't even. I heard it from somebody, and I don't even remember. Guy Branum or some shit.
And are you gay?
Guy Branum said it
Not
to you while he was
I'll tell you.
kissing you.
I'll tell you this much. I'm not happy.
Guy Branum's just
Maybe
walking
we
through the
should try
streets
it,
of
yeah.
West Hollywood with Ryan over his shoulders.
Yeah,
Fold it
I mean,
over.
like,
Out, no pants.
Adam, you're gay as hell. What are you doing right now? Look at that comforter.
Yeah, I'm
That's
happy
gay,
as fuck,
dude.
man.
Gay doesn't mean having sex with a dude.
Adam is.
Doesn't
I
mean-
agree.
It
Adam
means
is very
making
gay.
love with a dude.
He has a gay expression on. He has.
Why are you in
It
all
would be
white?
my
Why is
honor.
everything white in your frame right now?
He's in a
What gay?
hospice.
White is not gay.
No, it's very Kanye.
It's very dough. Fucking Heaven's Gate.
Yeah.
Cult.
William just in a basement dungeon.
I
William's
wish
in
I
like
had
a
basement.
personal rave. Just like a one-man rave.
The saddest. Ray.
It's like in the office when Michael Scott is at the convention and he's inviting everybody to his party. Okay.
No references.
Just saying that's what I'm just painting
I
it for the
know, but
audience. That's
What about
We're
the
getting-
movie? They had some cool party
We're getting
scenes.
close to Seinfeld, and I don't like it.
Oh yeah, Seinfeld is great.
So I'll tell you,
Party scenes.
what we were talking about was the cop getting drugged, getting tricked, and drugged.
Yeah, and then he like
then,
shoots a bunch
he
of
had
people or
he
something
had-
like that, or he
well he
Shoots a bunch
yeah
of cops.
they put him in blackface and they put him in a dress and put all that stuff. Like they put him in a situation where it's ironic. Was that your?
that was me.
We all heard that noise. That was Adam's throat.
I didn't hear it.
You'll hear it
Working
on the
something out.
playback. You'll hear it on the playback.
Clip it,
Bro.
baby. So the cop, he ends up dying over a beautiful background of like Brooklyn or the Bronx, and it's just like
That whole
a
5 minutes
photograph
is
of
beautiful.
bricks.
Yeah, but the whole trip was beautiful. He's going in his own mouth. He's coming out. It's like,
Have a good trip.
and then he ends up just like holding. So never mind. They do that in the cyberpunk anime. It's a shout out.
This is a
So-
reference that we can make, but not.
No, that's why I said hold up. I stopped.
All right. Well, I appreciate you.
What if Seinfeld was some cyberpunk?
Oh
And he had
man,
like fucking tubes and shit coming out of his neck and his asshole.
Kramer slides in
Do
His
you ever
apartment from, like,
notice
a jetpack.
Jerry Seinfeld is basically Jeff Foxworthy, but for observations? Have you ever,
Yes.
if you've ever
Yes.
noticed,
Oh, that's a fun idea.
I've got robotic tubes, Adam.
Jerry Foxworthy.
Why don't you make the whole body out of the cybernetics? You
Yeah.
might be a cyberpunk.
There you go.
If you got a robotic arm, you might be a cyber and need a stem pack.
Dude, do you feel
You
like you're
are
like
hallucinating Keanu Reeves fucking
As a-
another chick. Y'all might be a cyberpunk.
Yeah, I might be a
Spoiler alert.
cyberpunk 2077.
do you feel like you play that game a lot and then you come out, you're like, am I in the cyber world still?
Yeah, man. I drive around on drugs often. And in the
Your
game.
car talks to you.
So I'll get real. I'll do real talk about this because I'm very excited about this sensation and life
Please.
experience. I'll play the game and I'm playing through it for the second time and I'm not doing any fast travel. So I'm
You're only
driving
or
I'm only-
walking.
I'm only driving instead of fast traveling, which I love doing that in video games like this because then you get you learn
Listen
the
to the
map,
radio.
whatever, it's fun.
I do that
high.
with
I'm also
Red
playing
Dead. I
drunk and
ride my
high. I'm
horse.
playing drunk. I'm playing high. I'm getting drunk. I'm getting higher.
Cool.
It's dope. I'm
This is
cruising around
cool.
the city, and sometimes I'll flip it into first person mode in the
There
game.
you go.
And I'll drive around and it's so difficult, but also so fun. And then I'll be like, oh shit, I got to go to work. So I'll get into my car and I'll drive the 6 minutes to work that I drive. And I'll be like, oh, everything looks and feels exactly like the video game.
That's cool.
No, we're probably in a video game.
Mhm. People say that. A lot of smart, prominent thinkers say that exact same thing, Ryan.
Are you still waiting to download your color pack, or like, why the fuck's your room all white?
Yeah. I got to do an update.
He's waiting on that DLC.
Oh, the all white
Save
room
it
is
up for
expensive.
some color.
You're really taking that Kanye fashion. He's got
I
dog
moved out of the
tags.
shed. I'm just in
He's
a
wearing dog
mental
tags
hospital
right
now.
now. His wife, Adam went from the shed. I'm not making fun of Adam, but Adam went from the shed last episode to his wife being out of town, and now he's got all linen suit on, dog tag. Oh wait, no, that's his microphone.
He looks like a Southern drunk.
Yeah, it's classy. A gentleman.
He looks like a rich Southern drunk. Like
Looks like
Thank you.
Dr.
That's me.
Dr.
Moreau.
Dr. Moreau. Yeah.
Yeah.
got it.
Your life's going well. You got a dope ass spot.
He's
but
got
you're
his
still
mini me.
You're
his
doing some
cat.
fucked up shit, man. You're still doing some fucked up.
So anyway,
And
Coonskin,
William is getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah.
What the
William shrinking. I like that
I
stuff.
look
What
good.
what if he shrunk for every second that the podcast went off track?
Like losing
What
his
if?
powers.
Think about that. What if? All right, William, get us back on track. What about this movie happened? What about Miss America? Let's talk about that
Oh, of
sexy
course,
ass
yes.
beautiful beast.
Those are the best scenes, I would say.
I would agree.
So Scamming Crothers or a few random characters seem to encounter this character, Miss
A
America.
vignette, a repeating vignette.
And she's always fooling the black man and tricking the black man.
Do you think that means anything? Or
Yeah.
Miss
What's your
America and the black man being tricked? I don't know. I think it's just
probably not.
I mean,
But
here's the
can't-
thing about this
can't
movie.
trust these
When you
bitches.
analyze it, you have to remember it's directed by a Jew, okay? And that they're deep, okay? They mess with the symbolism. And I'm, as a simple white Christian folk, I can't navigate these waters. I just know.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
come?
interesting, though. Like black
Where are
Jews.
Jewish
Very
people?
clever.
Where are Jewish people from?
Ooh,
Interesting.
that's a hell of a question. That's a hell of a
Is there
question.
is there Jewland?
Hmm.
There's Jerusalem, but why aren't they Jers?
Jurish.
If you're a Jew, once a year you get a letter in the mail that says you have Jewy duty. And they're like, oh shit, I gotta delay this.
I'm being serious. I'm being serious here. If any Jewish people are listening,
Let us know.
Call
or do you
in.
guys do y'all have do you have an answer? William, you're Asian.
As a converted Asian, yes, I can't
What's
I can't answer these
converted?
questions. I was born a
Who's
white
co-
man.
He had to convert when he got together with his lady.
My Buddha.
Adam, are you Italian?
I'm full-blooded Italian. I'm proud of it.
Adam's Irish, and they
Italian
unfortunately
and gay.
Okay, that goes without saying. It's a little redundant.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm so, full-blooded that of course I'm gay also.
What's the
All
gayest
good
thing you did
Italians.
today, Adam?
He dressed the room. What the fuck? Why is it all white? You have white paint. You
Well,
have
I mean,
one
that's not
He's
picture.
necessarily-
on
getting
it.
ready
Yeah.
to take his
I'm
comment
gonna
to
text
heaven.
your wife, man.
Tuck my dick between my
Yeah.
legs and ate some spaghetti
What the hell?
like a good little
Damn,
Italian boy.
Your kid's blonde, your wife's blonde. That is the whitest room I can imagine when all three of y'all are in it.
I got tricked by the Germans.
Hey,
That's my life.
hey, so did the rest of us, man. No
Yeah.
shame there. We all
Now I
got
know.
tricked.
This
Sons of the
idiot thinks he
bitches.
got tricked when he basically got rescued. You should have seen how he was living before.
So you're
Yeah.
saying he's a real bear? I'm definitely the fox in this movie.
Because he drinks.
Oh yeah, the bear
Yeah,
got like
and I preach.
He became a wife guy, the bear. But wait, we didn't talk about the Miss America that much.
Oh yeah. That's my favorite.
Look, this movie's
little-
good. See the movie. Talk about it.
Let's
you want
talk
to.
about it. I haven't talked
It's
about it with you
cool
guys.
I bet it seems like
Miss
Ralph
America has
Bakshi
big
got really
boobs.
good at drawing hot naked ladies with huge boobs and stuff, and then the rest figure the rest because he's really good at drawing those.
Cool World.
That seems
obviously.
like his passion, which is fair.
Fritz the Cat has some big boob cats.
Yeah,
Did he do all of the filming too though? Or was that a different director? The live action.
Credited. Oh, he directed that.
So why didn't he should do more of that. Like Cool World was all right, and you just told me why it's all right. But like I thought the live action shots were fucking very David Lynchy, like very good. And I know it's film and there was poor lighting, low budget. So it wasn't maybe intentional, but it looked cool.
It's shot by one of the best DPs of all time, William Fraker. He shot
there you go then.
Rosemary's Baby. He's a really good
was
at
this
natural
one of
lighting.
his was this like his first that
Or
okay. Because the
mimicking
natural lighting,
light.
like that shit, it looked and felt like I was in New York. And some of those scenes, like it was very
Some of the scenes in this movie
real.
are so
It felt
cool.
very real.
yeah.
It
It's like
felt
you're just there,
very
like there's a
real.
camera that in
Like
a
my
bar
eyes are seeing. Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah,
I feel like
Which
there's
is
some
so hard to do.
Mean Streets influence on this because that had
What's
that
that
shot in Hell's Kitchen,
that's Scorsese.
Little
movie.
Italy, and it's very raw and very real. And like there's scenes in this movie where they'll just shoot in a bar in like Harlem, handheld, and then they have the characters animated in front of that. And so it's like you have these animals sitting still at a bar, and then the
It's
background
animated animals, yeah.
the background's live action. It's like moving and like swimming behind you.
But it's so
And there's,
choppy.
like,
Yeah, it's like weird.
It's choppy, but it's
cool,
like it's intent, like it's just good because the dialogue is so good.
yeah, it
so
just works for
conversa-
what the thing is.
The
Yeah,
conversations were pretty interesting. Like the whole story was pretty like
It also
was
makes it
all-
feel
it
more
was-
like raw and edgy and stuff. Like the movie just so
it's not overly
edgy.
thought out.
yes, yeah.
So Ralph Bakshi hired a bunch of classic animators because a lot of studios were closing down. And he, this movie came out in 75. So like the 40s and the 50s, that's only 30, 20 years before this. So those guys were still around making
Looney Tunes guys.
they needed jobs. And so he said, kind of like Cool World, he just let them do whatever they wanted. They would show like he would really roughly storyboard the scene. The animator would come up to him and be like, "You really want me to do this? Like for real? You want me to draw this?" He's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay." And then they would
American
just do
titties,
they would just fucking
You want me to draw
Draw it.
American cities?
red,
There's
right. I want you to draw them red, white, and bluebies. You know what I'm saying? Give me them knockers. Give me them
There's a-
cans.
there's a cool scene where the bear gets married and he gets
Fuck up.
stripped
No, I'm not
nude.
done yet, William. Sorry.
Hold on, he gets stripped
Fuck
nude.
Uncle Sam. I want them Uncle Cans.
Uncle
I'm talking
Cans.
titties.
That'd be cool. Uncle Sam with just big, huge, juicy
Uncle
tits.
Cans. Instead of a top hat, he's got two top fronts.
Just has two boobs
He
on
has,
his
front,
head.
he has a couple of front hats.
Oh, yeah. That's the coolest thing to call boobs. Front hats.
All right, William, continue.
Mhm.
There's a cool scene where the bear gets married and then he's nude, he's stripped nude, and then the woman grabs his penis and
Oh,
pulls
she
his
pulls
penis
him by it.
pulls him by his penis like 100 feet, which is
Yeah.
brilliant stuff. You don't get that in your modern day DreamWorks or fucking Minions bullshit.
Well,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
like that
you
whole
haven't seen the
cartoon-
Minions. Oh, there's a whole hand job scene in the Minions. There's a very graphic hand job scene in the Minions. Real eyes wide shut situation. But the thing is, they don't have to wear masks because they all look the same. So they're all minions. So and it's just them just. Yeah. I don't know what the noise is, but
I think it'd be better if Tom Cruise in Eyes Wide Shut was attracted to the minions. All the nude women were just minions in Eyes Wide Shut, and all the guys came there to fuck minions. And they're like very powerful men of New York City, and they're just
Their
like
yellow butt cheeks walking around.
they're just walking around. Hello, I don't know. What are they? What do they say?
Hello. I
Banana?
think
That's
they're
what
like
I'm saying.
Russian. I think they're
I
supposed to sound
tried
like
to do-
French.
I tried to do.
French?
They're
They're just
French.
like
Oh,
they
shit.
they talk like Adam Sandler.
Hello.
Shabba-da-da-da.
I would
All
like
I
to
heard was
fuck
I
you."
I am Groot was like, I am nude. That's the only
That's a
voice I could
different
picture with
person.
Minions. I've never seen
Okay.
Minions. I hate the Minions thing. I don't get it. It's funny. They look
Come-
funny.
Come
Okay, I
on.
get it.
It's funny.
I
It's
get it.
good.
What about Ice Age?
Like the
The
what,
actual
what
Ice
had
Age.
happened? Yeah,
The
like what had
Squirrel, the
happened.
fucking Dennis Leary, Ray Romano, John Leguizamo,
I'm more of a Madagascar guy. Honestly.
exotic birds of South America.
Exactly.
I
I
feel
could
like
see
I've
a guy
seen
like Adam with a exotic birds in his all white apartment.
That'd be cool.
all white exotic doves.
I should do that. I need a new look. I should just make it all white.
It looks your headphones have like that microphone volume thing that hangs down and it looks like dog tags and you're wearing all white. You look like a Vin Diesel character.
Hell yeah.
He's
dude.
Andrew
one of the Fast and the
WK.
Furious.
Thanks, guys.
He wants to party.
I do.
And William, you look like the villain. And I look like the guy that gets caught in the crowd. Like Adam's gonna come to me to get like tech info.
Yeah. Dude, you're still in the cyberpunk world.
Man, who's ever
Still
listened to
thinking.
this audio, you should
You
just if
fucked
you
up.
could only see us.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say they made a
If
huge
we-
mistake.
If we only had a platform to watch our video.
Ryan looks exactly like Lebowski in The Big Lebowski, but
Yeah,
he's
you
like
really do look exactly like
32 years old.
I'll pour a tequila about that. I got this old because my cardigan.
Yeah, and your sunglasses and long hair and your beard.
Yeah, I got drunk and high, and I didn't like looking at you. I didn't like you guys know where my pupils
Are you
were.
wearing jellies? Nope. He is. He's wearing jellies.
Modern day jellies,
He's wearing
Oh,
Adidas
nice.
slip-ons.
red Adidas slides,
Yeah, red.
baby. And I'm wearing pink and yellow banana. I think banana socks.
Oh,
Clip it.
like,
Clip this. Somebody screenshot. I can't hold my leg this.
You're living
Hey,
a
we're
good.
recording the whole thing.
Adam, screenshot.
You're
with your
living
phone.
a good.
Adam,
all
take a
right.
picture. Adam, screenshot with your phone. Take a picture.
Oh, I
Adam.
pressed the wrong one. I pressed the one where you have to like shoot the whole screen. There, I got it. Got it for you, buddy.
Clip it.
I'll send that over to you.
All right. So about this movie.
So a couple of
Coonskin.
scenes
Oh,
from
goodness.
Song of the South that
I
are
almost said-
recreated.
It felt weird coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, I said it to I watched it with she watched a little bit of it with me.
Did you dig
But
it?
yeah, we got into it. But I had a real hard time. Let's talk about the title because I had a real hard time. There's 3 people that ask about me doing this. They're, what movie are you watching this week? And this one, I had a real hard time saying the title of it. I'm not going to say it even.
That was the first time I said it, I think, out loud. And
Oh, I said it to all 3 of them.
Why?
well, I'm not Jewish, so it feels
It's not.
weird.
It's not a slur. I don't know why
No.
you feel weird about it.
It is though.
I remember one time I was saying,
Not
I was
in
doing
this
an improv
context.
show.
It's not. It just feels weird. I mean, I'm telling you, I
The
said it
slur
like
is
multiple
coon.
times.
And this movie is not called Coon. It's called Coonskin.
Well, yeah.
Fucking-
Okay. Now we're good, Ryan. Let it
There's a
rip.
movie at this time released by Paramount called The Soul of N-Word Charlie, and they don't say N-word. And then like Boss
They're
N-Word.
talking about his soul though.
There's lots of. I mean, like they were just putting the N-word in movie titles back then. So this isn't even that offensive, in my opinion.
I don't
mean,
listen,
Hollywood
William.
magic.
Listen, William. You don't.
I'm
You're not, even
woke
woke.
like your roommate.
You're not even woke. No. Like
Fuck your
most people in
roommate,
this world, William. Listen, I don't even. If there is a trash rat, a trash cat, a tiny trash bear in my recycling, that's what I call it. I don't even
What?
call it its original name.
You call it the N-word? Is that what you're
Those
saying?
little
Trash
bandits,
rat. I see what you're saying.
those little trash pandas.
Is this a Guardians of the Galaxy reference?
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
You're acting like
Oh.
what's her face?
What do you call them?
Oh yeah. That when she says that's a slur in Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, those little bears that get in your trash and they got the little burglar stripes on their face. What do you call those?
Oh boy, the burglars.
Ryan.
The little trash rats.
Those are people.
The burglars.
They're people. They're human beings.
No, they're animals, and they look like little bears, and they got the things. And
What
they
are you
grab it.
talking about? We're not talking
Adam,
about animals. I mean, humans, human beings.
There's a
specific type of human
do
being.
actually, but I'm talking about raccoons. I don't even say raccoons.
Whoa.
See what I'm saying, man? Now you
Tanukis.
fucking.
I call them
confused.
Tanukis after Mario 3.
No, the only
'cause- with the
Tanuki. The
huge
only
balls.
Tanuki is the little thing to make you fly.
I
But
did it all for the Tanuki.
come
Oh
on.
yeah.
So when I did
Durst
my
is
Fred
Fred
Durst
Durst is just
fucking-
rocking out to a bunch of hot raccoon girls who look like
Yeah.
chipettes. He's like, want to bang them.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
did
remember
did
the
it all
scene?
for Tanuki. Come on, Tanuki.
Wait, remember
So
the
you,
scene where
so you can see my coochie.
Oh, I love
Fred Durst has a pussy. That'd be awesome.
And then that's the big
Kind of a bucket
reveal.
angel
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Check
were
out my
saying-
pussy. And it's just like rubbing his pussy.
when we were
And it's-
watching my wife and I were watching that Woodstock '99 documentary. We were reminded that Fred Durst has a hilarious rap singing voice. He sounds like Curly from the Three Stooges. Like,
Give us a
literally-
sample, baby.
Oh man.
Come on. Oh, now what was popping off in
I
'99?
don't fucking remember.
What
any
was his
lines.
song? William, you know. William's wearing a Limp Bizkit shirt right now.
Anyway,
Mo, I mean, I can do a good Mo.
that's more of a Stained. Mo is that's what the lead singer of Stained sounds like.
He was angry.
Boom! Here comes the boom.
Larry's
Ready or
Puddle of
not.
Mud.
Wait, who's that?
Kid Rock kind of looks like a character in Coonskin. Honestly,
Yeah.
he looks like the fox in Song of
Yeah,
the South.
no,
but I
he
digress.
does look. He does look like. I
You
could
do
see.
digress. Hey,
Okay.
remember that scene where the preacher in Harlem, the fat naked guy, is like
Black Jesus.
shooting
Mm-hmm.
That was Black Jesus.
White
like-
guys, Nixon, Elvis.
Nixon, John Wayne, and Elvis come down and he shoots them up. That's pretty.
This
that's
movie
pretty
was funny as
provocative.
hell.
Those white guys are
But-
still alive when that happened.
Yeah, but it's still funny.
No, yeah, it's cool. Elvis, by the way, Elvis, I thought he was like a
Because
Shitting on
also-
Richard Nixon. Whoa.
But also that
edgy.
guy, like
not just
that guy,
shitting on him,
there,
shooting that pictures of that.
there was no real good.
He's only the president. You could shoot
though.
the president, no problem.
It's badass. You guys have the balls to do something like that?
No,
to
I
Joe
don't have the
Biden?
money to
Picture of
buy
Joe
a gun. Man, it would just take a little mini ball, a little BB gun, probably take out Joe. Probably shoot,
One of those
shoot a little
airsoft
salt gun.
guns.
No, one of those salt guns meant to take down flies.
Potato
Probably
gun.
just- He'd probably just pop one of those suckers off. I'm
slingshot?
talking, you're mid. You don't even got a good ticket at his rally. You're mid ticket. You're not in the nosebleeds, but you got one of those shotgun salt things that are supposed to take out flies from 10 feet. And you're 100 feet away, but you pop one of those off. I think a little ricochet, a little debris. would probably
What
hit.
about a
my guy
slingshot
Joe.
like David and Goliath? Like a slingshot.
Can I
Yeah.
can
Like
I
spinning-
honestly?
swinging a
can I-
rock across the room and killing Joe Biden
Yeah, that's like
in
shooting
like a
him with
hotel
gun.
lobby. In a
wanna
hotel
go-
lobby.
I
That'd be
want to
an
go
awesome
off on
assassination.
David and Goliath because everybody talks about David and Goliath like David was the little guy that did a thing. No, he brought a gun to a fucking knife fight. Goliath was a giant who had giantism. He was a big dummy.
Still a person.
But you know how strong the slingshot was? That was like the first gun. That was the first
Yeah.
handgun. So
Yeah.
it's not that
Interesting, Ryan.
It's not that he's
It's-
strong, it's, that he's clever,
It's not that
Ryan.
he's not clever. He just bought a gun.
No one had thought of that.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's not clever. It's not a.
Yeah,
it's
well,
not a
that's how-
metaphor
that's
for
the-
like fight the big man. It's like get a gun. Is the
That's
So
metaphor?
you think
human
Judaism
progress.
is founded on like a bed of lies, basically?
No, but you know how people use that as a
Okay.
metaphor to
That's what you're
like
saying.
go against the giant. It's like no, but
You just
If
shoot
anything,
the giant.
you literally just shoot.
Goliath
Why are you guys
started
using
it.
swords?
Goliath started it. It wasn't like
No, we did not.
David-
The both the kings that were fighting the war started it. You dingus.
Damn.
Got your
hey,
ass.
well, you got to use a gun in some cases. Guns win. Guns
You know,
work.
King-
Okay.
King Goliath and
Look, I've never read the
King-
Bible. I'm not gonna lie
and
to you.
King Davado.
You haven't?
So what
You
other
haven't-
dis?
No-
Dude,
no
you haven't
spoilers.
read the Bible?
What other Disney cartoon
Is there-
should have a black
Wow,
remake?
dude, you're gonna ask these questions, but you haven't even read the Bible. Okay, go on.
What's your fun question, William?
What other
Yeah,
Disney
that
what other Disney cartoon should have remakes with different races?
Well, I want
Possible.
to bring up a gospel, but you probably wouldn't even get it.
They should
That's not
do
a Disney
Mr.
cartoon.
Toad with an Irish guy because it's about drunk driving and shit. Just being a drunk. Isn't that what Mr. Toad is about? Just throwing that
What
out
was the
there.
question? I'll
What about a
stop this
Chinese
bit.
guy? He can't drive.
Okay.
That's too realistic. That's not a
Mr.
character.
Toad. Jackie Chan is
A
Mr.
person.
Asian
Toad.
woman.
Jackie Chan is Mr. Toad and Mr. Toad's
Mr.
Wild
Toad.
Ride. That'd be
I
fucking
don't
tight.
want-
You
I
would
don't
see
want-
that.
I don't want
Dude, I
no
would go
ticket.
see that.
I don't want
Get
no
it?
ticket. He's just constantly getting threatened with tickets. I don't want no ticket
And
he
his
doesn't have-
cousin, that fat guy is the other one, Mr. Toad and
Damo Hung is Mr.
Sammo Frog. The fuck is it?
Frog.
Turtle.
Frog, Toad. Yeah. No, I think you're right. Frog.
Frog and Toad. Oh, they're riding that bike together. Jackie Chan and that guy and Sammo Hung are riding a bike together.
I feel like that scene exists in a movie that they Heart of Dragon, maybe.
And they're dressed like
Riding like a tandem bike.
old timey people.
Mm-hmm. That sounds good. I was thinking, it's been a while. I need to watch a Jackie Chan movie. Gotta
about Dumbo?
replenish my.
And it's Jackie
about
Chan
it?
as Dumbo. And it's Jackie Chan as Dumbo.
I like all these ideas.
And his mama abandons him. And it's an
Your
elephant.
bit is, what if Jackie Chan is this?
Yeah, it's good. It's fun. I enjoy thinking about anything about Jackie Chan. So
That's what the
Ryan's
bit
over it.
is now, Ryan. That's called the game. So, like, what if
No.
Lion King
it's
is
Jackie,
Jackie Chan? And he's like
Scar-
held up.
Scar,
He's
Hell
Scar
yeah,
is
dude.
Jackie Chan. He goes, I don't want no trouble. And then he just lets go.
no, Chris Tucker is Scar.
Mufasa.
You
Yeah.
understand? You understand the claws that are coming out of my hands?
And Jackie Chan's like, I am the king of Africa. I am the king.
Oh,
Chris, Chris Tucker's all pissed.
No, the scene with Scar and it's Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan in that scene. Instead of Mufasa falling into the pit, he does some Jackie Chan shit and like grabs a rock, flips around, somehow ends up on top of Scar, and then it
Spins a
just
folding
becomes
chair.
it becomes like a real fun buddy cat movie.
I would love to
Buddy
see that.
Cat.
All right.
That'd be a cool
Yeah,
genre.
yeah.
Buddy
No,
Cat.
you guys keep doing your riffs; they're going better.
Okay, what
Ryan
about
was wrong.
101 Dalmatians, but it's Jackie Chan. There's 101 Jackie Chan.
No. It's 100 Dalmatians, but the 101th is Jackie Chan. So he's just trying to fit in with these pups.
He could be the owner.
He
He could
goes-
have 101
he goes-
puppies.
And
He goes,
fun.
I don't want no kibble.
This is really good, guys.
So what about if it was
Do this for like 20
No,
more minutes.
Adam, you weren't here last time, but William gets mad at me mad at everybody else for not being funny enough, but then
I know.
just talk some bullshit. So William, be funny.
okay? So what if it was
It's a new segment I
Pinocchio.
want to do. William, do funny bits, and then I'll
it's
punch him up.
Pinocchio, but instead of Pinocchio, it's Jackie Chan, and so there's a little Jackie Chan puppet.
I gotta be honest, Ryan. I really
Okay,
like
what
this
if?
bit.
What if? So what
Okay.
if? That's the bit. So what if? What's the catchphrase? What's the joke?
He says, he goes
So
up to the
Jackie
the
Chan.
fox
What is
goes-
it? Jackie. Wait, no. Jackie Chan is Pinocchio.
And the fox
Let him
goes
do
up
it,
to
let him do
him and says, like, hey, why don't you instead of going to school, why don't you hang out with us? And then Jackie Chan
A
says,
fox? Why? There's no fox in Pinocchio. What the fuck are you talking
mean, the-
about? The cricket?
Yes, sir.
Honest Sean. Honest
Okay.
Sean.
So
Yeah,
you're
it's
like how
skipping
you
past
like
the
Pinocchio.
cricket, skipping past. Got it. Deep cut.
And then Jackie Chan says, I don't want no trouble.
Okay. What if?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Gotta
What
be
if?
honest. I gotta give it to him.
What if Jackie Chan was Pinocchio and the guy that created him was trying to attach the final string to his puppet, but he couldn't because Jackie Chan just keeps pa, 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 bah, bah, just Jackie Chan in it. And he goes, I don't want no puppet.
He's got no strings to hold him down.
And then a
Or what
cricket
if
comes
he
and he
did a
goes,
fight?
he goes, hey, I don't want no cricket. I don't want no real boy.
I got a good
Yeah.
one. What if it was instead of Cinderella 2, it was Jackie Chan in Cinderella 2, and he had to get fucked by the prince. And the prince was looking for the
no.
He's
What if
who was
Jackie
that beautiful
actually-
woman
here's
that I
a
had
mo-
sex
here's-
with that in that
listen,
orgy?
You're
I
actually
gotta
on the,
find it. I have this curved penis, and all in his assholes.
No, you're going
suffices.
further away. You were actually onto something. But it's Jackie Chan as Cinderella, but the person trying to put the slipper on him is ugly. So he doesn't want the slipper to fit, but he knows it's gonna. So he keeps doing little karate moves to avoid
Like moving his
putting
foot
the-
around. Like,
Yeah, and then it ends up getting extreme, and he's like flipping over chairs, and he's like, "I don't want no engagement."
And then
Was that your
like,
funny? Was that William's funny
That was
corner
good.
segment?
what about if it was
Let's get
So
back to
Snow
the
White.
movie.
instead of Snow White, it was Jackie Chan as Snow White, and
that'd be
there were
cool.
7 dwarfs that he had sex with.
That's fucking driving me crazy. Driving me absolutely crazy.
You're driving me crazy thinking about all these great movie ideas.
I'm over here doing this podcast. I don't want no trouble. And you guys are giving me trouble. And I'm trying to be a Mr.
Jackie?
Nice Guy here. I'm trying to be a
Jack-
Mr. Nice guy.
Oh shit!
Well, Ryan,
And I don't
I
want-
must
Now
say you're
you-
wearing a
now you
beautiful
know.
tuxedo.
So check this out. What if Jackie Chan was me in this podcast? Like, all right, let's move on. What was the movie we were talking about? Dingus says.
You'll never guess the nickname for my
I'm
testicles.
the talent. I'm number one
I
on
don't
the
wanna
call
say
sheet.
Guess what the nickname is for my
You are,
testicles?
Inoperable.
Twin dragons.
and tiny twin. Yes, nice.
Empty.
They play the violin.
Contaminated. Those aren't nicknames, William. Those are just what the doctor put on the sheet.
One's empty and one is
Radioactive.
something wrong with the semen.
Inoperable. Mutated. Those aren't nicknames, bro. Those are problems. And I don't want no problems.
He's trying to turn it around. He's trying to like turn lemons into lemonade.
He's trying to untorsion the situation, but his testes are twisted up. All right,
Hey,
get back to
twisted.
you're born with one set, okay, and you do the best you can.
You were born with one set.
Ryan's got nuts like a shark. Has teeth.
I got at least 2 pairs, 2 rows,
Rows of balls.
and that's just on the top mouth.
One falls out like that just fills in behind it.
I got at least
Let's
4
talk about the movie.
testicles on the top jaw.
You got at least 4 testicles in your mouth.
What if a shark instead of teeth had ball sacks, and they were
And
Jackie
he's like,
Chan?
oh, get it out of my mouth. That's what he was saying.
What if? Imagine if. That's funny, right? If we imagine if. Fill in the blank.
Little
What if
imagination
fill in the blank?
exercises.
What if Twin Dragons was about Jackie Chan having rotten balls, and the doctor's like, "No, we'll give you a nickname. It'll make you feel better." He's like, "Oh, these are my twin dragons," and he just has like horribly
have-
disfigured
You have
genitalia.
testicular torsion,
Dragon-shaped
Jackie.
balls.
You don't have, quit calling it twin dragons. You have testicular torsion. It's a serious, we need to untort these testes. And my twin dragons want no trouble.
So what do we learn?
Walks out
What's
of
the
the doctor's
moral?
office.
What's the moral of the story of Coonskin? What's the message?
Being black is pretty cool.
Yeah, Adam, tell us about being
It'd
black.
be a lot of fun.
Wow. But tell us about
be a
and
lot
where
of
in your
fun.
all linen, in your all white linen suit with your all linen. Why is your room so white, bro?
It's a nice, it's a color for mature.
Remember the scene in the movie of the
Grown-ups.
2 white people talking
Right.
to all the black people, and they're like, "Wow, you're so cool. We love your style and the way you
Yeah.
dress, and you do this,
And
and you do that."
you can do it. You can do it.
That's
wild, but
basically
we-
Adam. That's literally what
do.
Adam just said.
Truth.
Just like, oh, it's,
Yeah, that's the moral. That was the movie. That was the scene in the movie that told us what the moral
that was
was.
a sincere scene where the director's like, "I'm gonna voice my opinion right now."
Yeah. So that's I
True.
don't know. That's my interpretation.
Well, it's all mafia based, right? Was there mafia shit going on?
look, this is a good movie, okay? And
It's a great movie.
it goes for it. It goes for it really hard. It doesn't stop. It just.
It
You
must
wanna
have
I mean,
really
it stops after
rocked people's
87
worlds.
minutes. It like stops.
I love the
Yeah, I
prison
saw
break at the
credits
end when
at
the
the end.
they're all getting shot.
They were already outside the wall. Why didn't they run when it was dark? Beautiful shot scene.
He had to
Where did
tell
they
a
film
story.
this?
He had to tell
Where
a
did they
story.
film
I think that was the
stuff?
point. Is
What
that,
was
like,
that?
they because he was like, they're not coming for you, man. Like, you're gonna get shot, and then like they wait. It takes so long that it's daytime, and that's why
Yeah.
it's a close call.
The story saved
That's
them.
why.
No, I don't think the story saved him because the guy was sleeping all night. The security guard that was on duty was sleeping all night. If they would have walked
Ryan,
instead
the
of talked,
story saved them.
You know what we should. The moral is that we should be guided in society by stories. Whatever the thing that Peter Dinklage said in the last episode of Game of Thrones, that's really idiotic. That's the moral of this.
Stories like Cinderella 2, starring Jackie Chan.
Yeah, that's what Peter Dinklage is talking about in Game of Thrones.
The guy had a weird, a prince had a weird penis, and he needed a Chinese guy with a weird asshole.
He found a Cinderella. It's a beautiful story.
One of the best.
And there's like generations of little girls who like think it's like the most romantic story they've ever heard. And they
what the fuck are you guys talking about? Game of Thrones?
go to Jackie Chan's castle at Disneyland and like,
All right, keep talking. I'm going to the
consider
bathroom.
themselves princesses, or pretend they're princesses and stuff. They dream that it will one day happen to them. But
In Cinderella
reality can
2,
be very different.
in Cinderella 2, the fairy godmother is a black gay man who's like very flamboyant. And he turns like the pumpkin into like a chariot. And
Is this true in the real Cinderella too?
in that movie, yeah.
Is that canon?
This is a movie I really enjoyed when I was like 5 years old, just like sitting on a sofa watching TV all night.
Cinderella too?
I would just watch
Softcore
cable.
porn.
I would just watch cable all night.
5 for real?
Yes.
Did you like try to do that jack off thing where you didn't bust, but you did it anyway?
You mean did
The
I
thing where you before
did
you
I
can
fondle
bust.
my? No, I was not fondling myself.
You were just like, whoa.
Yes, and another movie that like I thought was mind blowing was Monty Python and the Meaning of Life. Because there's a scene in that movie where the teacher, played by John Cleese, it's like it's like an old English classroom of like kids in uniforms. And then John Cleese has a woman stripped nude and he pulls a bed down from the wall and he's going to like teach them how to have sex by like banging this like big titted bimbo.
Okay.
And all the Monty Python guys are like asking questions. But as a kid, I didn't realize it was a comedy. I was just like, whoa, this is a crazy school these kids are going to.
A school in England. Yeah.
Like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, dude. You thought it was awesome when you were 5 seeing that?
Yeah.
You're like, this is awesome.
What age are you going to show your kid Coonskin, Adam?
Hold
Probably
on. Wait.
mitzvah.
Wait. I was peeing. But that Monty Python movie, my first experience with that is the reason I don't fully believe in ACAB, because the first person, I was like 12 and my parents had not my parents, but we went like 30 minutes out of town to a family. So somebody, whatever, cousin, who is a SWAT team. He was the commander. I got faces from William.
But
I was like
Gotcha.
12 and it was a party and they were playing that movie in the basement and the kids weren't allowed to go watch it. It was like adults only down in the basement and all the kids, there's like 15 kids upstairs. And this dude whose house it was the leader of the SWAT team for that local thing. He was like a big cop, real cool cop, white hair, George Clooney looking ass dude. Literally looked like George Clooney. Very handsome.
Okay,
Woodhead,
salt and
Officer
pepper.
He's a
Woodhead,
good-looking-
Officer
good-looking
Woodhead. I
cop.
I feel like I can say
Silver
it. It's
Fox.
public knowledge, right? Officer Woodhead. I think he
Wait a
was.
minute.
I
Hold
think he
on.
was. I think he was dishonorably
name?
discharged. Woodhead,
Okay.
Officer Woodhead, and in
More
Nebraska.
political bullshit, right?
No, I think he was whatever.
Free Woodhead.
But he was. I fucking love him. He would show. He.
Hey,
was like-
Ryan, how'd you like to watch a dirty movie? You
No,
go into
he
his
can't.
basement.
Like so.
Nice.
We all.
This is called Cinderella
Wait, you
2 starring Jackie Chan. Now look at that asshole on that fucking Chinese guy. Look at that.
You don't believe in ACAB because there when you were a
So
kid.
so
there's a
when
cop
we
on the
were
lot, said you.
no.
There's one good
So-
cop out there. As long as there's one good cop, ACAB is a lie.
That's can't argue with that, William.
Cannot argue with that logic.
It's a powerful fact that you just dropped.
A cannot argue with that.
Yes. Sorry, finish your story about why you love cops.
Yeah, this story is
No, you
really
guys
going
no,
somewhere.
Yeah. No, it definitely wasn't. You guys no, keep doing your
Oh, that's
bits.
it. Okay. So hey, William, would you say this is Bakshi's best movie?
This is my favorite movie of his. Another movie of his I really like is American Pop. That movie's awesome. And then Hey Good Looking is really good too. A lot of people like Heavy
I remember you
Traffic.
showed me Heavy Traffic.
Heavy Traffic is pretty good. I'm not.
Are these all animated? I've never heard of any
Yes.
of these.
It's the
Yes.
They
same
are?
kind of thing.
Send
And
me
then
those.
Fritz.
Send me those links. Send me those links.
Cool World is
You
definitely
like?
not his best movie.
No,
Lord of the
Cool
Rings
World
is
sucks.
Lord of the Rings is rough. Without the
I remember seeing Lord of
humor,
the Rings when I was a kid.
without the violence, without the sex, it's like his limited budget doesn't work for an action
It is-
adventure
yeah,
film like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It sucks that Cool World
Of Fire and Ice.
couldn't have been. It could have been fucking amazing. Brad Pitt is an amazing actor. Like that could have been, but now, like what you just told me,
I mean, with a title like Cool World, you're like, fuck.
they
this movie's gonna
change
be
it all.
awesome.
Like they pulled the rug out from under them last minute. So
Well, people-
obviously, fuck that. Get
That's
that paycheck.
bogus.
But God, that could have been.
Could have been
a rival.
Coonskin.
It could have been a rival to Roger Rabbit.
And Fritz the Cat is a good movie too, though. Like,
Yeah,
for what it is, it's about like the
Yeah.
counterculture shit
hard
or
to
whatever. But
watch.
it's like, but it has like a funny sense of humor and
I don't think I'd rewatch this movie. I'll tell you that much.
You're not going
Too
to put it on in
black.
your basement.
I don't
Get
have
the
a
neighborhood
base.
parents
There's
to
no.
watch it.
There's no basements in Texas. Limestone. You can't dig. God, get some facts.
You never heard of a Texas hole?
I knew that.
You never heard of limestone?
Never been
What's
to
a Texas hole?
It's Ryan's mom.
You've never been to Texas? My mom's from Nebraska. That doesn't even make any sense.
She's in a Nebraska hole.
Yeah.
Are you a San Fran kid? You're a Bay kid?
I
You
was
born in the Bay?
born in beautiful
boy.
San Francisco, California.
Called Bay
San
Boys.
Francisco is the most disgusting place I've ever been to on this planet. And I've been to 4 places. And
Okay.
3 of them were outhouses.
Wow. And so you're currently in an outhouse, you're saying? But
I
it's better than San
live,
Francisco.
I live in and here's the thing with Texas, everything's bigger in Texas. You can look on my screen. I got a bookshelf. I got a door leading outside of the outhouse. This
You made
is
it
the
home.
toilet.
You made it an out home.
I mean, people come in and out whenever they got to poop and pee.
So what's
And
our rating?
I just kind of
What rating do you give this movie?
10 ratings.
I
10 ratings of 1.
so it's such a provocative, radical movie. You have to like give it like a ton of props for that. And so like like I don't know, it's just cool to see people or somebody like push it like that and stuff. And it's also funny, like there's a lot of funny jokes, like that clap. She got the clap one. I would give it a 4.
Oh yeah,
Um,
when Miss America
It's
he
great.
shoots her, he brings the gun and shoots her, and she goes, "Oh, I surrender. You can have me." Then she spreads
he's
her
like, "Hell
legs on the
yeah."
bench, and he goes in and pop. She got the clap.
Yeah,
It's
funny
slam
stuff like that.
poetry.
It's a
Slam
good
poetry.
joke. I bet that killed.
I give this movie a
Ryan?
5 because there's just nothing like it.
Yeah.
Can't. There's no movie, no other cartoon went this hard.
Oh, we're going
I
5 out
didn't
of
know
5.
what to compare it to,
You
honestly.
can't
So,
compare it to shit. You can't compare it to shit.
first time
and
I saw
that's-
it, I give it 4 out of 5, 4.5.
Hmm.
Just saying.
Adam's a very
Okay.
thoughtful
Rewatch.
reader. Okay.
Yeah, I care. I really care. Well, it's for,
This is on the record,
perpetuity.
okay?
Yeah, I'm doing this for the record. In like 100 years, people are going to be like, they're going to be referring to these episodes to, where to place the movies in the archive of the post-apocalyptic world.
Should we save Coonskin? Should we get rid of Coonskin? We don't have a lot of
Save it.
room in the post-apocalyptic world.
No. Trust me. People of the future.
I don't
save
know.
it.
Adam took it down from a 4.5 to a 4.
Well, I'm trying to be critical.
Should we save it?
but-
Should we not save it?
Let's save it. Okay, I'll say 4.5. Let's say 5. Save it.
Save it. Save it. You got to save it. Okay.
Ryan, what about you?
0.
Harsh.
No, what if
harsh,
it's obvious?
harsh rating?
It's
are the
obviously
people of the future
5.
gonna do?
Obviously a 5.
Okay. Have some
It's
sort of
funny.
rating.
It's cool. You
5
got to
out of
watch it.
0.
It's a midnight movie. You watch it once. It's great.
Smoke some weed, hang it out. Also, yeah, the rewatch value. So the
Pretend you're-
for me, the
Act like
rewatch
Adam when
value.
you're 5 years old and just rub your dick before you know what masturbation is to this movie.
I don't know about
Well,
that, but
Just
That's
rub
for
your
you,
boner.
motherfucker.
You were talking
I don't
about
really
yourself.
have. I don't
You
have
did say-
vivid
you're like,
memories.
hey,
Honestly,
did you
I
do
don't
that
have-
thing that 5-year-old boys do where they rub
yeah,
their
you did say
penises?
that. I was in the bathroom and I couldn't. I had my headphones on, but I couldn't talk. And you did say some shit that
You
nobody
said
else.
it.
I,
You're a dirty
I said it
masturbator.
because of
It's
things.
not.
Other
I
thing-
don't.
things
I don't know
that
if
I've
it's a
heard
normal.
other
I don't
people
know
say.
how. It might be
He was
common.
watching
I don't
Baby
know.
Bop, fuck Barney the Dinosaur, and he's just.
I don't
rubbing his
remember when I
soft
was
dick.
5.
I don't have recall about my pre.
You remember
What are you
when
showing
were
your
5?
kid Coonskin,
business.
Adam? Would you show your
What
I
age?
child
told you
this
when
movie?
when he's officially black after his bar mitzvah.
13? Because I saw this in 8th grade. I rented it from
You know,
Blockbuster
3
Video.
weeks after his quinceanera, I'm gonna at his bar mitzvah when he turns black. I'm gonna play it. What? That's some new California shit you're doing.
Yeah, that's what we are doing out here in California.
Quinceañeras for boys.
You got to get
That's the
some color in
California.
that room,
That's the
man.
cool-
You got to get some color in that room. Go back
I
to
want
the
a
shed.
quinceanera for my 38th birthday.
Why?
That-
That's midlife.
Because I want to feel
37
special.
is midlife.
A fucking dress.
Yeah, I'd like to wear a nice dress and
Why don't you
pretend
just
I'm
do
Jackie
that?
Chan and Cinderella too.
Why don't you just do
Yeah,
that tomorrow?
Jackie Chan just
do it
looking for
tonight.
weird
Isn't
dick.
your
He's like, I'm
wife
looking for a guy with
gone?
weird dick, and it's Adam.
I just
No, I'm
need
the
that
guy with
weird
the
bitch
weird
with that weird ass that it can fit perfectly in.
Adam lifts up his weird dress. There's his weird
Tale
dick.
as old as time. Classic love story.
It's like a key. It's like the head of his cock is like a key
Yeah.
with like weird teeth
It's
and rivets.
it's beautiful when you put that kind of language to it. There's like a meaning now.
Ryan's
that I
just watching
understand.
across the room, rubbing both pairs of his balls. His four.
All four.
Whoa, whoa,
He's like Eddie Van Halen when he's playing like the 4 double or the 2 double neck guitars. He's got like that.
The V-neck guitar, yeah.
And then Jackie Chan is like, I don't want no trouble.
Hell yeah. And that's the show, everyone.